Welcome to Hardmic, OverDrive Hardmic, big hype. But guess what? For the first time ever, I'm going to give Jack Hunter a live microphone, so prepare for this. I'm going to give you a disclaimer. Whatever he says, OverDrive and Rise and COH collectively has no idea what he's about to say. So, viewers' discretion is advised.
I feel like that should just be a given for me speaking. All right, so listen, I know management's probably sat there, mute button in hand, terrified for what I'm about to say, but honestly, they have nothing to be scared of. Nah, that's a lie. That's a lie. They have a lot to be scared of. But listen, I'm just here to sort of speak my mind and speak the truth a little bit here. And the truth of the matter is, I have never been so disrespected by a promotion, by management, by everybody in the company in my entire fucking life. I have been in companies where I was literally there to lose matches, and I was treated with more respect than I have been in COH in the last 6 months, and that's fucking pathetic. You know how fucking stupid that is? You know how much of a joke that is? That's so fucking funny. It's like, I want to laugh, because if I don't laugh, I'll cry. It's genuinely so fucking ridiculous, the fact that I can sit here and honestly say I do not remember the last time I won a match with meaning. Or not even won a match. The last time I participated in a match that had any format of forward thinking behind it. There is nothing that I am sitting here and I honest to God can say to you with 100% honesty. If the board of directors themselves, all 12 of those motherfuckers, walked into this room and fired me, I'd fucking do a flip, jump for joy, click my heels, and be on my merry way. Like, I'm not gonna leave, because I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm the only thing worth watching. Me and Chris Aaron are the only things worth watching on this brand, and we're sure as shit the only things worth listening to. We're getting disrespected day in, day out by people that couldn't talk their way out of a fucking paper bag. And that shit is absurd. I cannot stand for another fucking minute sitting here in this chair in front of this microphone and just saying things that I don't believe. Saying, "Oh yeah, well we're next up, right, guys? We're gonna get the next shot. We'll get him next time." Oh, we're not going to. It's not going to happen because I'm being held back. I'm being held down, and not by Chris Aaron either. Chris Aaron. Me and Chris, the reason we get along so well is because we're treated like shit. We are made to look like fucking idiots. We are, day in and day out, told, just trust us. Just trust it. Play your part. Sit in the corner. Do as you're fucking told. And I'm tired of that shit. I'm fucking sick of it. So, I'm going to issue a warning of sorts. Management, everybody in the back, you have the next show is in 7 days. You have about 6 days and 20 hours to get your shit together, or there's going to be hell to pay. Give me and Chris what we deserve.
Wow. Well, that was something else, guys. And we're just going to keep it like that. I definitely like to thank Jack Hunter for spending his time. And looks like there is a message sent straight to management, straight to the OverDrive roster, that the New Dawn is going to move some mountains next week on OverDrive. But that's not all. We got to talk to the men that are entering Games of the Galaxy. So let's first and foremost talk to Jeremy Ballmore. Jeremy Ballmore, tonight another week off, but this is going to work out to your favor because that ladder match is going to be brutal, and man, oh man, are you ready for this?
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, when it comes down to WrestleCade, your boys got to be ready. Now, yeah, it's going to be a brutal encounter, but also understand something. The thing about me that people have to understand is, yeah, it's always good to have like another week off, but at the same time, when you have the mind, myself, yeah, I really don't like being off. I would rather have been in the ring than to sit back and watch everybody else do something that I feel like I can do better than everyone else can. You know what I mean? So that's, I don't know, it's bittersweet. It's good to have a week off, but then again, always like to be in the ring. That's just how I am. But bring up the ladder match. Let me tell you something. This is almost a bit of deja vu for me when you think about it. About last year's WrestleCade. I went out there, a match, compete for something against 7 other men. I walked out victorious. This year, gonna go out to the ring, WrestleCade, another match where I compete against 7 other men for something to compete for, which is the Games of the Galaxy briefcase. A whole lot of similarities between this year and last year, isn't it?
I mean, somewhat. Let's talk about some of these Rise competitors when we talk to you guys here today, because it is brand versus brand. Make no mistakes about it. Let's talk about the entries of Rise, shall we? Is there anybody off of Rise right now that you got your eyes set on competing against?
Carry on.
I could tell that was going to be the answer before you even said it. Care to explain?
See, this goes back a little bit, you know. When Breon was the general manager of this show in a past life, I'll just put it like that when I mention the other brands. He was the one that gave me the shot. He was the one that gave me a chance to shine. But since that time, no, Breon has sat there and said, without him, I wouldn't be who I am right now. Now, maybe before last year's WrestleCade, yeah, might have been right. I didn't need Breon to be the world champion. The end of it all. Didn't need Breon to win tag championships. I didn't need him for any of that. I done all that on my own. Plus, we only faced each other, I think, once, actually. And he's beaten me, and I know more than anything that he still thinks that he can. The thing about it is, man, Breon Johnson, one of the greatest. I know I have the capability of being greater than him. Anybody that's in that match. More determined to be World Heavyweight Champion again, and the Games of the Galaxy briefcase is what I'm going to need to get people to understand that, if people ain't already seeing that now.
No doubt about it, Baltimore, and you are the workhorse for a reason. Imagine if you went up that ladder, grabbed that briefcase, become #1 contender to the World Championship. Now, a lot of people see you cashing in on that OverDrive championship because there's a lot at stake. There's a lot of history with you in that championship now. But who's to say that you're not going to go after Tone White or APH on the other end of the obstacle? You know, that's something that's very interesting. We will weigh that. We'll weigh on that probably next week or so, because I think you got to be a little bit more focused on this ladder match entirely. But thank you for joining us here, Baltimore.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's talk to another man heading to the Games of the Galaxy ladder match. A man who just won here tonight to solidify his spot, Rob Kamen.
Rob Kamen going to his second WrestleCade. Yes, believe it's real.
And you're in there with some familiar faces, am I correct?
You would be correct.
History does often repeat itself, but hopefully in your case you could rise to the occasion.
Hopefulness is all I need. That and the determination that brought me into this business in the first place. But in case people have forgotten who and what I am, if tonight didn't show anything else, it showed this. I am die hard, and as you all can see, I ain't dead yet.
That's for certain. Now, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Balmore. From the Rise brand, who do you got your sights set on the most in this ladder match?
To keep it a stack, I honestly don't care who it is from Rise. Because I will rise above them all. See what I did there?
I see what you did. But I think you might need to do some of your homework for that Rise brand just as much. There's a lot of talent on that ladder match. A lot of talent that doesn't really get opportunities that much, and freshness as well with Richie Rich and Preppy going to be in that ladder match just as much.
I would consider it an honor to face any of those guys from Rise, especially Richie Rich, who, let's be honest, is hot right now.
Well, that make no bones about it. You two kind of sharing the same win this week. You know, he won the last chance ladder match. You won yourself a ticket to the Games of the Galaxy and a ticket to WrestleCade 9.
Yeah, I see a lot of myself in Richie Rich. We both share the same hunger to be the best. Only difference between him and I is I got a little bit of experience under my belt.
No doubt about that. Rob, came in. Any last words before? We're 3 weeks away from WrestleCade, 3 weeks from Saturday. So any words left going into that big match after tonight's victory?
The only three words that are appropriate for this particular moment, and my favorite ones. It has begun.
There you have it. And let me remind you guys, you heard from Jack Hunter earlier, but Chris Aaron tonight, New Dawn means business. They came up short, but Chris Aaron will be a part of the Games of the Galaxy ladder match. But I believe we're missing one man out of the ladder match who's happened to be here. You know who he is. Come out here, buddy.
Howdy. How's it going?
Josh
man?
Wolf. Dude, Hitman Mafia reunion. I'm glad to be here, man. This is kind of a short notice for me to do these interviews, but man, seeing some old familiar faces, this is a great time for me.
It really does
and
feel good.
You're one of my favorites here tonight, but I got to ask you a simple question before we tackle this Games of the Galaxy ladder match. What's up with the team between you and Hunter Quinn tonight?
It's hard to really say, you know. Back last week I said people have been keeping me and Quinn away from each other in a match for a long time, for a very long time, and not just COH, but in a lot of other places, because they fear the destructive power that we have. We're not easygoing people. When we go out and fight, we change people. So, putting us in a tag team might have just changed up a lot of things for us. Be entirely frank with you, that is a very destructive force, and we proved it here tonight. I'm gonna say it, because they said it to me a long, long time ago, and you remember when they said it. New Dawn, you lost, bitch.
Yeah, the whole thing is called Couldn't Hang as well. But you tried, Red, you tried. But hey, man, Games of the Galaxy ladder match. I'm going to ask you the same questions I asked everybody else tonight. Rise brand. You've had some battles with some of these guys from the Rise brand. I want to know who you're looking forward to facing the most.
It's a tough question because I know a couple of these people. I've fought, especially Breon Johnson. How are those $500 dentures, by the way, Breon? Remember Mexico when you were picking up your teeth off the ground? It's going to happen again.
Damn.
But you want to know who I really want to fight? Richie Rich. Because honestly, I want to see someone who I've never fought before. I want to fight someone who's a wild card coming into this. I've had a lot of matches with a lot of people in here. I'm going to be honest with you. I fought Chris. I fought Jeremy. I fought Cayman. I fought Breon. Haven't fought Brett, but I don't have any faith in Brett having an iota of understanding of what a ladder match is, let alone having the ability to get up on it. because let's be frank here, he's not the brightest bulb in the bunch. But it's going to be a fun night. Win or lose, I am going in there with a purpose, and when I leave, I'm hoping to leave with that briefcase.
No doubt about it. And what's interesting, and we're not going to talk about it because I like keeping the suspense for the matchup, but who's to say the same partner you had tonight you don't cash in on at WrestleCade of all places, take the dream away in Josh Wolf. I don't want you to respond to that, but just think about that going into the grandest stage of them all. We'll talk to Hunter Quinn about that a little bit later. Josh Wolf, you got anything else to say going into this ladder match on the grandest stage of them all in Toronto?
If, and I'm going to say if because I'm as humble as I can be here. If I win, I hope every champion has their eyes in the back of their heads, because I'm not going to just stand there. I'm not going to let you know what's going to happen. I'm going to torture you. When you walk into the locker room, you'll see me holding that briefcase. When you park your car, my car will be parked next to you. When you drive to the arena, you'll see my face on the billboards. When you go to bed at night, you will dream of me cashing in that championship. I will haunt your mind for as long as possible. I will make you paranoid, and when you least expect it, 1, 2, 3, and your new world champion, Josh fucking Wolf.
Pardon his French, and pardon the interruption, because Josh Wolf is going to Games of the Galaxy, but are you going to watch the Games of the Galaxy to see who could be the next World Heavyweight Champion? Well, I think it's time to head to our next guest, and his name is John Baker II. John Baker, yeah, let's not talk about the lows, because there's a lot of lows, but there's a lot of highs. You're still here in Overdrive. You're still in ring week after week. Yeah, tonight it slipped out of your fingers, but I got some interesting questions if you want to answer them.
Sure thing.
We haven't done this in a while, so get ready for the hot seat. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
John Baker II, where were you when Jordan Brooks entered the building and attacked Dave Henderson?
Sleeping somewhere.
I don't know if I want to believe that. Sleeping somewhere. That was a grueling ladder match, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I believe this story.
Hey, man. Meditation is what it takes to get ready.
Okay. I'll give you that. All right. Question number 2. What's up with the Spartan helmet you wear to the arena every week? Does that have like a message? Is there any reason why you wear that?
Well, I could say this whole, nice story about the whole Heart of a Warrior type stuff, but the real answer, it just looks nice.
Hey, man, your opinion, and I don't know if anybody agrees with you. We'll see, though. I mean, even if you don't think he needs that Spartan helmet, because, sometimes you gotta show the face, That's what
true.
we have posters for.
It's not needed, I just like it.
Could be tacky. Could be a bit tacky, who knows?
It could be.
Enough about my criticism, though. Let's talk about the hot seat question that I honestly was going to ask. Tyler Jones. When Rob Kamen was climbing that ladder, Tyler Jones, I'm not going to lie to you, he's going to stop Kamen from winning and possibly win the Games of the Galaxy himself. What's up with you and Tyler Jones? Is there any animosity, and why did you screw him over tonight?
Well, there was this one time where that man came right at me as soon as he entered the Power Slam match a while back. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna be a menace today. And ever since then, we've pretty much been going at it over and over. Sometimes on the Twitter machine, even last week. Last week was a message, but this man just didn't give up, which I respect. I respect that a hell of a lot. But at the end of the day, that first shot he threw all those weeks ago, it marked a target on his back. And he's been here for a while. So my thing is this. If someone who I consider more of a vet here than me is coming at me first, I'm going to wake you up and tell you not to sleep on me.
Well, that's definitely for real, man. I don't know. I think we need more answers. Hopefully, we get them next week here on Overdrive. But John Baker II, I mean, if you want to elaborate on anything that was asked, feel free right now, or forever hold your peace.
All I could say is this, Tyler Jones, if you're looking for that big moment, you got to get through me first, brother. Because I'm going to be right behind you every step of the way.
There you have it. John Baker II. Screw Tyler Jones. We'll see how Tyler Jones responds in the near future, but man, oh man, is it heating up here tonight. I feel like somebody just joined here. Is that Ace that I see? Or I could be wrong.
Yes, it's me. What do you
It is
expect?
Ace. I'm sorry, man. I'm new to this interviewing stick. I haven't been here in quite some time for the interviews, but dude, I've been wanting to talk to you for a very long time, Brandon. You're one of my favorites here.
Fair enough. What do you want to talk about? But I'm pretty sure I already know the answer's going to be. I mean, the question's going to be.
I'm not gonna rub tonight's loss in your face, man. That's a bit unfair, right? Mike Angel's a great competitor. He's beaten the best here today. That's besides the point. My question is, Brandon Ace, what's next here for you, man? I mean, you've done great things so far in Overdrive, but now that we're heading to this WrestleCade event, you know, this is really a landing point for you and others like Joe Blade to really let that lightning strike on Friday nights. Yeah, WrestleCade might not be the be-all, end-all for you, but man, oh man, what are you looking forward to doing next here in Overdrive? That's the question.
Well, for starters, I need to get back on a winning track because even though I've been having banger matches left and right, but at the end of the day, wins and losses matter. And the last time I checked, losers don't get opportunities for championships. So that's one. Two is to pretty much prove myself that I am a rising star on Overdrive. But right now, I'm just angry. I'm just pissed off. I'm everything because my road to like WrestleCade is dwindling. And I don't know what the hell to do. I really got nothing.
As I mentioned earlier, sometimes you don't need WrestleCade. Sometimes you just need a way in. You know what I mean? And I think right now there's plenty of opportunity. This is the land of opportunity. So let's weigh in on something right quick. What do you think about the North American champion, Huey Blunts? Do you think you could defeat the champion if given that shot, given that right?
Tell you the truth, I don't know at this moment. But if the opportunity does come my way, I'm going to do whatever I can to prove I can get that victory. And with a win like that, that can ultimately put me right up into that North American title picture, possibly at WrestleCade. But I don't know. Anything can happen.
That's right, anything could happen. Well, we got the champion right here, Huey Blunts. What do you think about the answers from Brandon Ace? And have you been keeping up with his career as of late on Overdrive?
Oh, I've been keeping up with him. I was I appreciate the honesty. I like it. He didn't come out here and he said, "Oh, I'll kick his ass. I'll bounce back," and any of that bullshit like some of these arrogant motherfuckers. But no, I do appreciate Brandon Ace's career, and I do like what I have been seeing from him. I'd be down to fight him, for sure. I feel like, besides, I'm always down for a good fight. Always down to throw it. throw down with some new people, fucking mix some new moves in.
That's right. That's right. Ace came in here, and I think there's a lot of you two are very relatable on the rise to the occasion. I feel like you're in a similar spot as him, just a matter of years ago when you first started out in the company called Honor Bound, and definitely Brandon Ace. I think if you need any advice, look no further than the dirtiest player in the game, Huey Blunt. Personally, he definitely might have full of advice, full of suggestions. Would you be willing to take it?
Yes, but at the same time, I prefer to do things my own way and do it on my own. I prefer, because that's the type of thing I was always trained to do. Sometimes you got to do things on your own and learn, find your own path. I wouldn't mind the advice, but I think this is something I need to do on my own.
Now, you're not saying this because you think Rose is going to regain that championship at WrestleCade, are you?
Not really. Like that, anything can happen in that match. Like,
Yeah, but if it was your prediction, who would you pick? Huey Blunts or Richie Rose?
Oh man.
that's a hard one. Both are excellent wrestlers, very skilled when it comes to submissions, striking. I should know because I'm a striker myself and a submission specialist. But
No, you can't even compare his skill level to my skill level. It's not even.
it's debatable, but
It's
I'll
not
give you.
debatable. It's not debatable.
I said a
Me,
little bit.
Me, I run my own gym. He's a fucking white belt at ammo. Let's be honest. This motherfucker started throwing punches and elbows yesterday. I've been doing this for almost 10 years now.
That's fair. I mostly like to use my kicks and knees, but I'll give the edge mostly
when it comes to this
to
8-point
Blunt.
striking game, it's not even just knees, your feet and knees. It's all of it. Fucking elbows, fists, knees, feet, all of it. I'm the master of that shit. And submissions too.
That's fair, but that's fair and understandable, but I have very strong lower body strength, which is why I kind of use my legs and knees mostly. Not saying I'm strong, but I just got more power in my legs and knees.
I think what he's saying, Huey, is that unlike you, who's running your mouth, he's got his leg game is incredible. He does leg day a lot.
But
oh, that's funny.
As I was saying, I would kind of lean towards Huey Blunts to retain the title.
Oh, okay. All right. Not too bad.
That's what I expected.
He dissected that. He dissected that match. I got to give him credit. He thought about it. Hugh Blunt's, welcome to the show, man. I mean, obviously you've seen some high times as of late, but tonight in the Fatal 4-Way, care to talk about it? Jake Carter did pin Enigma Soul in his hometown. So you and Rose, seems like you guys are far from over.
Oh, we are far from over, and believe it. I do. Tonight, too many elements in the way, and I didn't get to smack him around as much as I wanted to. Believe it. And then fucking, I was just short of breaking up that pin, and Jake was able to get away with one. Hey, look, congratulations on the debut, bro. I'm not gonna take that away from you. But it'd definitely be down to. But as for Richie Rose, I know sooner rather than later. I will put that motherfucker back into the crossface, the damager stretch, whichever hold I'm feeling happy about that day, and that motherfucker will tap once more.
There you have it. I'm personally excited for round number 2. I think it's man, it can't. I wish WrestleCade was next weekend, to be honest, because of this match entirely. I think this is the match of the Overdrive brand. But one thing is certain, there's a lot of unfinished business between Carter Blackwell and Cutthroat Inc. and Jordan Brooks, and Carter's there.
Man, what's up?
Can you weigh in on what happened backstage? I wasn't around for it, but I know there was.
If you wanna hear what I have to say, You're going to have to watch Rise on Thursday. And I'll see you all then.
Wow. Well, Swift, I hope you beef up that security on me. I know you don't care too much about Perk Angle, but it seems like Carter's coming in, guns a-blazing. We're going to have an invasion on Rise, it seems like, by Cutthroat Inc. And since we heard from Carter, let's hear from Dave. Dave Henderson, you've been shooken up. I understand. Care to weigh in on what happened to you tonight backstage by Jordan Brooks?
Man, I thought I was cool with the Perk Angle boys, but that really hurt. I mean, I get it. You know, I would have done the same thing, but like Carter said, you'll see soon. One, watch ammo, and two, Hunt, I don't think you're safe either.
Man, Cutthroat Inc. are scheming tonight. Let's go to the world champion. Let's go to Hunter Quinn, top of the food chain. Unstoppable, may I add, Hunter Quinn. It's been a long time since we've talked, and man, oh man, have you been on a reign of terror.
That I have.
I mean, I've been watching each and every week, and I'm kind of glad I'm not in the ring with you. I mean, dude, the way you slobber on people's hands is the amount of mind games you play. It's just, is there a limit of what you're willing to do? Because I feel like there is no limits with Hunter Quinn.
Of course, there's no limits when it comes to me. I'm not afraid of making people suffer and make them change themselves after being in the ring with me. They might leave a match with me with their hands covered in blood, with bite marks all over their fingers, and maybe some of their skin getting in my teeth. I'm not afraid of doing something like that. Keep this gold with me.
Yeah, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of targets on your back. Not only that, you got Dave Henderson, right? A guy who defeated me in that tournament where you became the champion in the first place. I think Dave Henderson is bringing his best A game to you at WrestleCade. Yeah, you've been on a reign of terror, but man, do you feel any do you feel like the fans are a little bit too into Dave Henderson going into this matchup? Do you feel like do you feel like the fans are getting to you before this WrestleCade match?
The fans aren't getting to me. I could care less about what Dave Henderson has to say about how he's going to defeat me at WrestleCade when he's over here having to worry about Team Perk Angle. And with how Jordan Brooks...
Just Jordan. I spoke to Brett and Big Perk afterwards. We're still cool. It's just Jordan. You know.
Well,
he wanted, you know.
Well, with Jordan having to deal with him after being hit multiple times in the stomach and in the unfortunate spot, multiple times backstage, and then being sent through a table.
What spot? What was that?
Yeah, down under, let's just say.
Oh. You know, Hunter Quinn, you terrify me. I just want to mention this. You terrify me. And I watched the monitor. I was there. I had my own match. I had my own thing at Rumble in the Jungle. But, man, oh, man, did you rip the hope and dreams. You ripped the heart out of my chest seeing you defeat Chris Sarah at Rumble in the Jungle. And I got to say, man, like, seeing Chris Aaron's road to redemption, and I thought he was finally going to win the World Championship. You proved me wrong. You proved me wrong wholeheartedly. Is there anything you want to say to Chris Aaron as you guys battled again tonight?
After Rumble in the Jungle, where I simply jumped up, put both of my feet onto his exposed elbow and made him tap in the middle of that ring, holding out that championship, showing that I am the Overdrive World Champion for a damn reason. And now we have this match where I teamed with Josh Wolf to defeat him and Jack Hunter. And I just want to say, like Wolf said earlier, you lost, bitch.
Hey, Hunter.
I want to. Oh,
I have
go
a
ahead,
question.
Dave.
So this is just, a suggestion. We'll speak to Tone about this afterwards. But you're so, you'll do anything to keep this belt, yeah? And you talk about tapping him. So I have a suggestion for one of the weeks before the show. I mean, I'm not in injury to state. I'm not going to be able to fight. So how about we run this past Tone? We do a beat the clock challenge. If you win, we make it extreme. If I win, it's pinfalls only.
What do you say, champ?
Are you,
Oh my.
Dave? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Or
are you scared?
Both of those match types, I still have a fucking advantage. I can make you suffer long enough to pin you on that mat, and when it comes to making it extreme, that even gives me even more advantage. It gives me the chance to grab whatever I want from underneath the ring or wherever in that arena and make you suffer. I could bring out a stop sign that came from outside the arena and hit you across the face with it. Put your eye onto the edge of the stop sign, making you suffer, making you possibly blind.
We have kid fans, Quinn. What?
You know
dude,
what?
Are you trying to scare the kids?
I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. That's pretty intimidating. I did kind of just walk into a trap on that one. But I mean, I know I can make whoever I face in this hypothetical beat the clock challenge done quicker than you could. But in both matches, who's to say that I would let you get a weapon? I mean, I could quite frankly just stop you and then finish you off really quickly at WrestleCade, regardless. I mean, like I said, this is just something we have to run past Tone first. But I just wanted to see if you were down. I mean, if you're that much of a fighting champion and you're willing to do anything, I was just throwing a suggestion. But I've got to get checked out, so you can continue the conversation with Lions and let me know your answer, hypothetically.
It's always a pleasure, Dave. Hunter Quinn, you're scaring the damn kids, dude. You need to calm down.
Well,
anything else, Hunter Quinn?
Well, whoever Tone and people backstage want me to face in this beat the clock challenge to see if the match between Dave and I is just a regular old wrestling match with just pinfalls, or we get the chance to have weapons at our disposal and so bring it. I won't even feel sorry for this poor soul that has to walk into that ring with me. And when it comes to WrestleCade on the biggest stage in the mall, I will still hold that gold at the end of the day. And it doesn't matter what I have to do to keep it. I'm not afraid of scaring the kids with all that blood trickling down Dave's face. At the end of the day, the top of the food chain will stay the top of the damn food chain.
Top of the food chain, Hunter Quinn. Thank you, Hunter Quinn, for your time, and congratulations, champion. All you've done, it was a pleasure interviewing you here tonight. But it's also a new segment I want to bring onto the show, and it's about that damn time. Let's talk to the hometown hero, Enigma Soul, here tonight. Soul, a lot on your mind, dude. Jake Carter pinned you in your hometown. How does that make you feel?
So, at first, with any loss that comes to me, any loss that I suffered tonight, I wouldn't really be bothered by it. I wouldn't be bothered by it
Why
at
wouldn't
all.
you be bothered?
Oh, hold on, before you interrupt me. Just let me explain.
Okay, dude. Don't touch me.
It, any loss that comes to me, I wouldn't be bothered by it because I would just get better at it. But not this one. No, not this one. Oh, see, I was sitting there saying that this was gonna be a rock show of a lifetime, but then here comes one of the new young bucks, Jake Carter, who had just came off a victory off of a death matchup. So at the same time, he done pissed me off. He sat there. He actually he picked my interest now. You see, he didn't do. It was two other men that was in that ring, but he decided to go for me because I'm the biggest target in the room, right? Yeah. I think he just wanted to get himself, because he knows everybody is trying to pick their spots for WrestleCade, pick themselves out for a little concert out there for the biggest stage of the lifetime. Well, kid, son, you done barked up the wrong tree. You done picked the wrong person to sit there and just go for the pin. You could have went for anybody else. You could have went for Richie Rose, the big man beater. You could have went for the man who smokes a lot of pounds that I couldn't even sit there and count. But you decided to pick on the rock star himself, the rock star reaper, me. So you know what? I don't know where you at right now, and I don't really too much care. I hope you bring your guitar. I hope you bring everything out there. Because I'm going to issue you a challenge. See, I was going to sit there and just scout out who I want to sit there and face at WrestleCade. And there was a lot of people in the back, including one man that you have already faced. But see, now I'm going to issue this challenge to you. At WrestleCade 9, bring your best guitar, bring your best boots, bring every single thing that you have. Because you and we about to have the biggest guitar battle in the whole entire life. Because I'm going to bloody you up and beat the living shit out of you at WrestleCade.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
So, I'll be expecting your answer next week. Be warned. You dodge, there's no ducking me and there's no dodging me. You about to learn, you finna get ready to learn why you shouldn't mess with the Soul Taker. Peace out.
Especially on the grandest stage of them all, Jake Carter could be next to challenge the streak at WrestleCade 9. Gotta step over the boat a little bit here. I was gonna promote my new segment for the main event of this Hardmic. Let's go ahead and do it right now. The top trending guy on the roster, without a doubt, tweet after tweet, just pouring in the love of this man. I have never seen so much love in a short period of time. Ryan Swift, you are the trending topic of the week when it comes down to Overdrive. And man, oh man, is there a lot on your mind right now. You have full reign to say whatever you want I know there's a lot of things to cover, but Ryan Swift, how do you feel currently going into WrestleCade 9?
I mean, this week has been kind of crazy all week round, you know, a lot of things happening on Rise and on Twitter and everything like that, and like, even after everything that I've been through, and some people calling me crazy, or going through this weird, I don't know, weird kind of arc, I mean, it feels good to know that you still have some people on your side, so, to anybody that said anything this week, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. It makes me feel really good, because the last few weeks, it's not been easy. And I mean, you're right. I've had a lot of shit on my mind, and especially last night. I mean, I got a lot of it out on Crude, and this match, my goodness, Lions. I know we've personally been through a lot, and I know our feud last year was pretty personal. I mean, you tried to kill my dad, you know, a few times, which also turned out to be your dad.
Also my dad, but yeah.
But, I mean, call me crazy or not, but there's just something different about this Crude guy. See, I actually managed to get past this stuff with you, even though we went through an absolute war at WrestleCade and I had to punt kick you to put you in your place. But there's something different about him. And not in a good way. It quite honestly makes me sick how he can get away with so many stupid stunts, still come in these kind of shows and act like an idiot he is. It actually pisses me off. And it pissed me off yesterday after everything he did. And after you failed to beat him, by the way. Screw you for that. He can still come in here and act like this match is gonna be a cakewalk. Crude, you beat me once. You beat me once in all the matches we've had, and you think you're on top of the world. You've got a few boys with you that pretty much is in a circle jerk, and you think you're on top of the world. You are nothing without this company. You are nothing if I didn't see anything in you in the first place. The only reason you got featured on the show was because of me. The first match you had here on COH was me. I beat you. And then a few weeks later, I beat you again, and I beat you again, and when it came to it coming home, the one match I should have won, went to shit, and ever since then, you have been torturing me, and it's crazy how people can actually sit here and blame me for all of this. Blame me! You did this! Week after week after week of torture. You have caused everything!
Shut up.
What?
Shut the fuck up, you whining little bitch. Go. Get the fuck out. Sit in the fucking corner. Fuck off. You know what you did. You know what the fuck has happened, and you know why I'm pissed, and you know what I've just fucking found out. Who was gonna tell me? Who was gonna tell me that Chris Aaron's in the fucking Games of the Galaxy match, huh? Who was gonna tell me that? Who was it? It's not a rhetorical question, motherfuckers. And where are they going to respond? Anyone. Someone's going to have an answer to this. Any single fucking person in here. Come on. I'm waiting. Hello? Chop chop, fellas. We don't have all fucking day here. No? No one? No one at all. Right. Good. Excellent. Fucking great. Just what I expected. Just what I fucking wanted. Another non-answer. You know what? Do you know what? This is the shit that pisses me off. This is the shit that pisses me the fuck off. I get so fucking mad with this shit. I always get so mad with this shit, but I keep my fucking mouth shut because I don't want to rock the boat. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? This boat's about to get capsized. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of sitting here like a little bitch and pretending that I'm happy. I'm not. I'm fucking enraged. I'm furious because, as a matter of fact, the fact that I am sitting here, we are like under a month away from WrestleCade, and I have nothing. And I've been working my fucking ass off for this company for the last few years, and I've got nothing. Everything you give me, you could give me a fucking turd, and I would turn that bitch into a fucking golden ingot. Do you understand me? I have been dealt shit hand after shit hand, and I have been given nothing but shit hands. I've been given nothing in return, and I'm fucking tired of it. It's so fucking funny to me because I put up with more shit than almost anyone. There have been so many people that have come in, taken the same treatment, and fucking walked. But I haven't, because I didn't want to rock the boat or anything like that. Well, you know what? Maybe everybody was right when they said you should just go. You should walk. You should pack your bags and go. Maybe they were right. Maybe all of these people were absolutely correct. Maybe I should have packed my bags and walked. Maybe I should have gone when Richie did, but I didn't. I stayed. I stayed because I was loyal to this fucking company. And all we get is 4-count bullshit handed to us. I mean, I love ammo. I have nothing but respect for the ammo guys and the ammo dojo and the production value of ammo and everything like that. But the fact of the matter is, the only reason 4-count exists is because the board of directors is terrified of being usurped by better product. Fuck you. I quit.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Chris, you gonna let him do this?
I stand on the back of Jack Hunter. I absolutely agree. He should do exactly what he thinks is right. Motherfuckers, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Jack is not the only one that's frustrated with you people. Are you kidding me? How hard do two men have to work in this company before you open your eyes? How hard? How many people do we have to walk over? How many people do we have to beat? How many times do we have to prove that we're the best two people on this show? I drove APH out of overdrive. He's in a world title match. Why the fuck am I in a Games of the Galaxy match? What is going on here? Jack wants to leave? If Jack wants to leave, all power to him. Because you know what the fact is? The fact is he'll go somewhere else and he'll be used. He'll be used the way he should be used. Maybe Aaron should follow him. Maybe we should become exclusive to our pro. Maybe we should prove to everybody who the fuck we are. Who the fuck are we? You called us the New Dawn over and over and over again. The New Dawn died when I sent APH out the door. New Dawn died when I buried it 6 feet under. New Dawn died that day. We are not the New Dawn. We are bigger and better than the New Dawn. We wage wars. We fight battles. We kill in the name of success. We are warmongers. We are fearmongers. We are hate mongers. We hate all of you. And you don't even understand it. You don't get how much we are sick of every person in this fucking shithole. All of you. You can never understand it because you will never be as good as us without the recognition that we deserve. You'll be people like Hunter Quinn. You'll be people like Swift. You'll be people like Daniel Lyons. You'll be people like that. People who continue and continue and continue to be given opportunities and grand matches on grand stages, while people like me and Jack prove ourselves week in and week out and are handed shit and we make it gold, and we're handed more shit and we make it gold, and we're handed more shit and we make it gold, and we do it over and over and over again until what? We're handed more shit? I'm sick of being handed shit, and I'm ready to be handed gold. And if we have to go somewhere else to do it, then that's what we'll do. The Warmonger Alliance will go do it somewhere else.
There you have it, guys. I think we gotta cut the feed there. Cut the feed there.